G'day everyone, T-Nick back here again in OpenTTT with the DBXL set. We're riding along with one of our trains that's going to Lingen, and it's come from... Where are you going? Well, you're clearly going the wrong way there, Chief. You're not going down. Well, this train here came from Bremer Vorde and Bad Sascha, which is sort of the easternmost end of the map. But I'm pretty sure you are not meant to be on this line. You're meant to be... Where are you going? Wildman. Well, it's not down there. So you've clearly failed at turning around up here again. Well done. Didn't we send you through the waypoint? No, you've been to Salzglitter. Then you've come to Lingen, but somehow you've gone into a platform you can't keep going from. So I don't know how you've buggered this up, but you've done well. Now, the reason we, were following this train until everything got buggered up is this is the next route that I want to isify. Is that a word? Is that a word we can use? You know what? It's a word we're using. It's the official term for... Also, we need to do something about Train 5. We want to... I mean, these aren't very old, so we're probably just going to park them and use them to kick off other diesels, which I'm pretty sure you need replacing. So, because diesels are hard to come by now. But yes, because we haven't bothered to electrify this and I really can't be stuffed, it is going to be an excellent example of the ICE TD, which is... well, a diesel version of an ICE. I believe the real-world prototype was not very successful. It was quite rubbish. But, well, as far as OpenTTD goes, we will make it work. Max reliability, 94%, so I'm sure it's going to be fine. Obviously, you can't put local carriages on it because it is still an ICE train. How much mail can you carry? 40 bags of mail, sold. Let's go and give you... let's make you, I think, 4 tiles? 4.5. That seems reasonable. There you go. Yeah, the same length as the ICE one. Excellent. So if you could copy without sharing those orders, please. How many do we have to replace? 9. Well, this is going to be a bit faster, so let's go with 8 train sets. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that cost a lot of money. So this better pay off. And of course, that means these guys, next time they swing through Wolf's Butt, they can go into the depot and they can stop there, and we'll just go ahead and take their carriages off. So train 38 getting very old. We'll have to organise a replacement for you. So we'll just go stick that up there to remind us. We might actually send a couple of the spare diesels down here to replace the V100s on this little shuttle train here. And of course, I think we need to replace the V100s here. How old are you guys? 36 or 40, yes. So we'll have to send 4 diesels down to this depot down here. In fact, this depot is not actually connected to the main line anymore. So that's going to be a bit hard to do, isn't it? So what we're going to have to do is just, hang on. We'll have them all come to this depot and then we can divvy them up from there. So we'll set a bit of track up here. Train 128 is getting old. I was quite fond of that train, I think. I don't specifically remember what train 128 does, but I'm sure it's good, and I'm sure I'm going to miss the little bugger. So, come back, take me back to train 128. I want to see train 128. No, that's Wildman no longer accepts goods. Fine, we'll do this the old-fashioned way. Show me 128. There it is. 127's getting old too. You didn't bother telling me about that one. So this, obviously being the BR614, we can't build that anymore. But what we can build is the BR612, which is basically the more modern version, 1999 era diesel. So we'll go ahead and grab a couple of those, I think. So what are you? You're 6 cars long. I think these were built as 3-car trains in real life. I can't actually remember. So what we'll need to do is we'll need to buy a second set and glue that onto the end. There we go. To make that work. There we go. That's a 6-car train. What's your running cost going to be? 31 grand a year as opposed to 19, but I mean, they're making plenty of kizash, so that should be fine. You copy, don't share. How many of these do we need to replace? 2. Okay, well, that was difficult. Done. And then you guys, once you're done at Brauschwing, you can go to the depot and we will chop you up into little pieces of train. Something I didn't show off, and quite regrettably so, the BR614, obviously we can't build it anymore, it actually had another couple of colour schemes. So we built a bunch of the blue and cream ones, like this fella here. There was also a white and mint green to match the local coaches. And then there's a more modern colour scheme, but I think it phased out before we actually got to see it. where if you stick carriages on it, it'll still show up. In fact, if we send this straight to the depot, I might be able to show that color scheme off, even just in the build menu, where it's a pop color scheme of, I think it's orange and white. I want to say orange and white. I'm probably completely... Oh, don't break down. Just go to the depot. There's your replacement. So, you know, you've already been superseded. So naff off. But this 612 is going to be significantly faster, except when it gets stuck behind a freight train, which is pretty much all the time. So let's see if we can trick it into showing another color scheme. Well, there you go. I didn't even know that they could be in that color scheme, so that's fantastic. There's a color scheme that exists that you can't actually build it in unless you add the carriages to the end. So that's kind of cool. But obviously we're getting rid of that. That one didn't need to be replaced. So whoops-a-daisy. We may just have to replace that one anyway because, well, we kind of buggered that up. So let's just go ahead and whack those on like that. You obviously were not one of the ones getting old. What do you do? How old are your friends? 20 of 30. Okay, so I don't feel too bad about it. That's okay. Train 52 and 74 are waiting in depot. Let's just sell off the old carriages. We don't really need them anymore. We've got a lot of spare carriages lying around too, don't we? So let's just go ahead and glue all these together to be one train. And then obviously it will take off all these carriages because we don't need them anymore. God, we got a lot of spare carriages, don't we? Yeah, go down there. Thank you. And now we need to glue you guys together, and we're going to transfer you to another depot once we have 4 of you in the depot. And obviously one of you can come down and replace train 38 as well. So that'll be fine. Yes, good for iron ore production. Yes, good for wood production. That's fantastic. Good, that's a nice looking train. What are you, 112? Yes, you are. Fantastic. I like you. You're good. You can stay. Oh, good. Here's another train. Fantastic. Go ahead and... No, don't bugger the ice train up. Go ahead and drop your carriages down there. Now, you 4, I would like you to... No, not train 165. I don't know what your deal is. Train 52. You're the one I want to look at. Stop sharing, delete your orders, and then I want you to go straight down to this depot here. Yes, and stop when you get there. And I'm doing this because you'll notice we can no longer build the V160 anymore. So it's either electrify or put on the Blue Tiger. And I will try and put on the Blue Tiger somewhere, but I figure these are pokey little routes, so we'll just send the 160s down there. Train O is waiting in depot. Well, that's always good to know. And as a net result, we've got this funky little light engine movement going. How cool does that look? Off you go, my friend. Go hold up all of our other trains. Which line are you? You're on the right line so far. That's good to know. I was initially worried he would block the ice trains, but of course they've got their own route, so they don't really care. Train 128, you have been replaced, so we can just scrap you. Yep, cool. Train O, good work. I think I broke the game slightly. Now we just need to wait for one more to end up in the depot so we can replace train 38. You're probably a good candidate. Actually, so are you. You're going in right now. Good work, my friend. Good work. I don't know what we're going to do with all these spare carriages. I'm loath to sell them because they're actually quite modern compared to some of the older, cruddier ones we've got lying around. But yeah. Now, how many wood wagons do you have? You 270 ton of wood. So I want to go 270 ton of wood on train 15. So how are we up to? 180. Well, that didn't work very well, did it? 300. Okay, so one too many. Drop that one off. 270. Fantastic. Yes, refit to wood, please. You don't want that order set anymore, though, because that's a passenger order. Now, are you sharing with anyone else? You are. Okay. Oh, we could have replaced you with an electric train. Well, we went with diesel because reasons that are not perfectly clear. So you, my friend, stop sharing, and when you get back to the depot, we will chop you up into little bits of train. Well, it's nice to have a bit of variety. So let's just go ahead and get another stream of carriages going on down here. There we go, and they're spares. Cool. Good. Okay, so get rid of that. I don't care about road vehicles. Go away. They're losing chump change anyway. Now, where can we redeploy these other diesels? Where is a line that we're using diesels that we could stand to use? Well, there's our ICE TD. How are you doing, friend? Not too well. So the one behind you is doing, yeah, even worse. Cool. Called it. Yeah, could have seen that coming a mile off. So where is somewhere where we can send other diesels to? No, I don't want a new bus. Go away. Why are you losing money? Because your mine has closed down. I really need to pay more attention to these news articles, don't I? So when you get there, stop. Yep, break down. Good for you. Didn't we only just build that line a couple of parts ago? Oh, there's a new iron ore mine right here. Literally right at the steel mill. So, you know, that's a thing we should probably capitalize on. Let's build a truck line for this one just to keep it nice and quick and easy. Drop a truck stop in there, drop one in there, and then we will just connect that up nice and speedy. Not that we really need the extra iron ore. I think we're doing quite well, but with all these other mines closing, it probably wouldn't hurt to... I don't know what the difference is, so I'm going to build this one, and I'm glad I did. It looks quite attractive. Let's just go ahead and connect this up. Did that line up? It lined up perfectly. Good. Yes, we need a depot. We'll drop it there. Sure, I meant to put it here, but there is just as functional. And now we need some sort of iron ore truck. That will do just fine. 65 ton. Probably only need 2 of them, if I'm being perfectly honest. And, you know, I am perfectly honest. So 2 it is. Train 52 has to... Yep, you're going to the depot. That's fine. But thank you for drawing attention to it because you're almost at the depot. Yes, you're in the depot. Good for you. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, you're nearly there. So if you could just, you know, just get from there to there. Just there to there. That's all you got to do. Are you waiting for this track to be clear? Well, this track is now clear, so just there to there. Just there to... What are you waiting for? What are you... There's a clear track right here. In fact, there's a clear track right there too. You just have to get to here. You can come straight through this track here. Yep, just straight through. Straight on through. Okay, well, you're going to be difficult. What if we put a set of points in here? Can you come through this track? You're going to use this track. I don't know what's wrong with this track, but you can. Good for you. Did I put a non-track? Oh no, there's a train there. Well, that's entirely my fault. I'm blind as a bat, apparently. What are you doing? Where do you go? Oh, you come down to Noika. Okay, cool. Good for you. Did not know that train existed. So let's just peel these guys off. So you're only 10 years old, so you've got a few good years left in you. This farm is not doing too bad. I mean, the grain is suffering a bit, but the livestock's okay. So, what's the best carriage for livestock? I think it's still the goods van, which is unfortunate because it's old and slow and crappy. So refit to livestock, and if you could copy without sharing, off you go. And of course, you, my friend, once you get back to the train depot, that'll be the end of you. And now we need some grain wagons. Probably not many because, yeah, this farm is really pants at grain. Why don't we buy 4 of them and see how that does? How much grain is that? 160 tons of grain. Okay, 120 tons is probably all we need. And we may as well use the rest of the room on the train for livestock. So refit to livestock and then refit to grain. Awesome. No, yes, good. Share with, not him. Where's the other one? Yeah, share with him. Good. Okay. And now these 2, when they're done, they can go to the depot. Already done. Fantastic. Good work, me. So, you guys up here, how's your farm going? Actually, quite well. So, yes, you'll benefit from... No, I'm trying to find train 52, and I already have found it. It's literally right there. So, we'll go ahead and set up 5 goods vans for you. Refit for livestock, please. Copy, don't share. Off you go. Now you're going to start jamming the works up, so we're going to have to send you... Oh, you're already off and racing anyway, so that's fine. And then, of course, we'll need to do the same thing with the grain wagons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do like the red colour. That's kind of nice too. And then you will copy and share his orders. Excellent. Well played. Go team. So now you should stay in the depot until this guy's left the signal, so you won't block everything up too much. Good for Deuce and Doodly Bug. Here's a good spot. How old are you? 21 to 30. Okay, well, you're not that good then. You're useless to me. Go away. We've got a couple of forests up here. I wonder if we could connect them into the rest of the network, because we've obviously got our sawmill going on over here. So those forests would be a nice way to get a bit of extra income. We'd connect them up, I imagine, at Uterson. And then we can just run a big, heavy, slow freight train down our commuter line. That would be popular. The big problem being, once they got to Itzehoe, oh no, he can go through the main line and then through the one platform. That's probably not ideal. I don't want to get rid of these dividers though. Also, how good was that parallel arrival? Because, you know, that's freeing up plenty of platform space over here for the hundreds of trains that are using that. Hello? Hello? Well, there's one. running almost at capacity too. Good for you. But where are all your friends? Oh, there's one. Are they all in a queue? Where's some more? There's another one. Okay, cool. There's a goods train. Good for you. There's one there. Okay, cool. Maybe we didn't build enough trains. They do go nice and quickly though. They all seem to be making good money though, so I'm inclined to leave them be and just appreciate the extra capacity at Wolf's Butt that we don't actually need. Well, down to 800 passengers, so we're keeping on top of that, which is nice. But yes, we need to find a way to get through this area, which is just a disaster. I mean, at least the 6 tracks up here is working to keep train numbers down. You can be scrapped. Goodbye. Train 5, you will be replaced, and by replaced I mean scrapped. So you're fine. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Let's have a look. Yeah, so we've got to come over to this sawmill here, somehow getting through. It's really just the station that's the problem. Actually, could we connect up to the existing lumber line? Let's see, they'd be coming through on this track. And you've got to get over here. So not really that useful. How about coming the other way? We can send them down. We could always send them across like over here. No, that probably wouldn't work either. Okay. Well, we can get rid of all this nonsense here because It's a Home Mines is long gone. So that won't help us at all, but it gives me something to do while I think about it. What if we put some sort of dedicated goods bypass in? We come down through It's a Ho, and then we just have a dedicated set of goods tracks that come up here. No, because then we add to this catastrophe over here. So let's just get rid of all of you. Goodbye. Train 127 is getting very old. Well, good news. Train 127 has been turned into scrap metal. Train 38 is about to be turned into scrap metal. The other thing we could do is find a different sawmill somewhere. So, for example, we could come up to this one by coming through It's a Ho and then up the mostly defunct coal line and then just cutting across open ground up to here. That would be worth a look. Where else could we take it? There's a sawmill up here. We could take it down the passenger line, but of course that would slow down all our passenger trains. Yes, obviously we've got a sawmill here, but that's kind of in the middle of nowhere. A lot of coal down here. I'm liking the coal. How are you guys doing, by the way? You are 10 years old. Okay, so you still got a few legs in you. Sawmill down here, but then again, we may as well just connect it into the existing sawmill because we're taking wood past this sawmill already from... where is it? Neularken. Coal mine here too. Good to know. Okay, so yes, there's got to be a way to get it to the existing sawmill. I like the existing sawmill. Maybe we just shoehorn it through this one track and hope for the best. Famous last words. Okay, or hang on. I'm seeing an option here, and by option I mean I'm seeing an accident waiting to happen. What if we run a bit of track out here? Bear with me. This is going to be fine. Definitely famous last words. Whack a signal in there so no one tries to come in from this direction and turn around here because that would be stupid. So that means this track is now available for the log trains to come through. Obviously you'll have to thread a path through one of the platforms and you won't be able to go through this platform, but it's a start. And then going the other way, obviously they can still come through this track here, or they can get across and they can come down the local, well, that's the goods line, they can come through the local platforms here. So that's not a problem. We've got a couple of ways they can go. Get rid of you. So that in itself, not an issue. So we'll just add him on to the existing electric line there, and we will connect them up like thus. Like thus? Who says that? Who says stupid things like that? Now what I'm thinking is to avoid going over this mountain, we just build a wood terminal here and then just truck the extra logs over. So, that should make things a bit easier. Now, log platform, here we go. 2x7, yeah. How long is this station at the other end? Did we make that 10 tiles long? I think we did. I think that's why we have so many problems with the long wood trains jamming everything up. Yeah, we did make them 10 tiles long, so that's fine. So let's go 2, and we'll drag and drop. And we want to go 2x10. That's too much. There we go. Fantastic. Drop in a couple of buffer stops at the end. Nope, there. Just, how'd you miss that? Ooh, new iron ore mine. It shortens. Too late. Already found a project. Go away. So what we'll do is we'll run this probably as a single track line, just because we're only going to have a couple of trains on here. And we'll have a couple of signals there. We need to get over the top of this. So I don't know why I keep misclicking and, randomly destroying things, but, well, here we are. So we'll drop in a bridge there. Concrete viaduct, that looks nice. And then obviously we've got to somehow join up to the main line over at Uterson. There we go. So we'll run this up here, run this through here. Now a tunnel should be pretty straightforward. That lines up nicely, and then we'll just squidge it in this way to be able to provide a signal. Although that said, that is coming this way. That's fine. We do want a signal here. So we'll drop a signal in there, and then for the trains going the other way, we will just have a bit of a passing loop sort of situation here, and then bring it down and join it up like that. And that way we can have a cheeky little bridge just over the top here to avoid any sort of at-grade connections. So something like that. Do we even use these points? Is anything terminating at Uterson? No, they're all through trains, so that's okay. So we can probably just get rid of them. Boom. And drop some track in like that. Then we can get rid of that signal. We can make that just a normal signal. We can make that a one-way signal. We can get rid of this. That's not a signal, that's a stanchion. Could work me. We can put a set of points in there, and that should be fine for the log trains like that. Good. So we have plenty of capacity on this line for 2 log trains. Now we just need to build said log trains and send them on their way. The rest of the route should be electrified because this bit here is electrified. And then, of course, we've got the junction here where they can get across through Hamburg, Maine, onto the commuter line with the existing trains. And I do wonder if we don't need to quad track that as well. Nah, sure it's fine, sure it's fine. Find me a depot. There's one over at Wolf's Butt. That'll do fine. Yes, okay. So what we need to do is find a suitable engine. So we've sort of outgrown the 140 and the 150. The 101, what are you? 8,000 horsepower. The 182, 9,000 horsepower. So you're probably the most suitable for heavy freight trains. Where did it go? Oh, it's up the top here, and it's decided to take all the carriages with it. Okay, well, we don't need that. No, just find a spot for them to park. Park them down there. Very good. So we need to give you some steak wagons. Delicious steak. And we need to make you 10 tiles long, like that. That's fantastic. And refit you to carry wood. So you're 570 tonne of wood. That single engine shouldn't have a problem with that. He's got a lot of horsepower. I forgot the exact number already. So after you've full loaded there, I want you to come down. You should be able to pathfind your way through everything. You can have a cheeky service there if you... No, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. Just come down and unload straight away, then have a cheeky service at your own depot so you don't crap everything up. Now, you should be fine. I would like to give him a service on his loaded journey so he doesn't break down a lot, but I guess we'd always just build a depot up here. It's not like we're hurting for cash anymore. So we'll go ahead and give him a service there. And in fact, we may as well build the second train here because that seems a lot simpler than having him thread his way through the network. So while those guys are starting to do their thing, we'll also need to connect up a truck stop south and set those trucks in motion so that we can get the lumber. That's just gonna miss it, but I'm gonna squidge it a little bit. Actually, let's squidge it a bit more. Because, eye candy and such. Squidge it to about there. That looks fine. And then we'll try and cut through this little pass here, almost as if it was made for a highway. It's just dumb luck, I guess. Emphasis on the word dumb. And then run that down there, and no, I don't want a tram go away. And that should be fine there. We should be able to just cram a truck stop in there. Supplies wood. That's what you want to see. You want to see all of the wood supplied. That could have a double meaning. Let's just gloss over that nice and quickly and throw a depot in there, please. So, show me something articulated. I like articulation. Oh, that's a fancy looking. That's a tanker truck. You don't want to build any of those. Give me one of these and refit it for wood, please. 65 tonne. I don't hate that. If you could full load there. And if you could bring the wood up here and forcibly unload it by transferring, please. Thanks for that. Let's go with 4 of them. Did I set you a depot? No, I didn't because I'm silly and impulsive. There you go. So you guys can go bring some logs over here and we will load that on the train. And he's already found 15%, of train to load already. So no pressure, guys. You just do what you can. This iron ore mine is just abysmal. So I think we need to get rid of a couple of these trucks here because most of them are losing money. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war, and also you guys go into the depot. Yeah, okay, cool. Sorted you out. Another forest down here. It's only 80 tonne of wood though, so I'm not too inclined to commit to that one. That iron ore mine's rubbish, so I hate it. What else could we connect up? We've got this coal mine up here, which we could connect down here. We do have this forest over here, which is, well, rubbish. And this forest here, which is also rubbish. Okay, cool. I can see why we never bothered connecting them. Oh, your coal mine just naffed off. Okay, well, good for you. This train was going to be a candidate for the Blue Tiger, but, well, now this train no longer needs to exist, so we can get rid of that too. You're losing money. Oh, because you're the cross-country wood train, so you'll cash in big time when you do unload, because you're bringing logs up from down here. And of course, how are the trucks doing? They're doing just fine, bringing lumber over there. That's good. What else can we do down here? We've got an iron ore mine here, Essen's iron ore mine. That must have just been built. Here's the new one. It shortens. 54 tonne of iron ore. Not great. How are you doing, friend? You're making some good money, and you've got a lot of capacity on your train, mostly because that iron ore mine is pants. So I'm seeing an opportunity to road haul some more iron ore up and load it on the same train. Because, you know, road, why not? Let's just run it in as straight a line as possible. Please, 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 please. Oh, look at that. It's almost like I am actually good at this game. I know I'm not, but, you know, close enough. So, yep. Good. Now we just need a depot. Let's just whack one in there and go ahead and set up a nice little feeder iron ore service. So we'll go the Edding articulated, because why wouldn't we? And we'll get you to full load over here. Well, there goes Worcester. Oh, okay. So they only did just tell me about it, so it's not like I've missed it. And now you, I want to, no, don't unload. Well, there goes an oil rig too. Goodbye. Can't even tell it was there. And then just head up there. We'll put 2 of them on. We did refit you for iron ore. Yeah, that's fine. Did we? Now I'm paranoid. Yes, we have. That's fine. Off you go. Good stuff. Yes, good. Now this iron ore mine, it is kind of rubbish. So I don't know if I want to connect that into the network as well. I mean, I do, because more iron ore means more steel, which means more goods. But I don't, because it's rubbish. What else do we have around that we could connect up? Because I really want to start putting the final touches on this map before we call it a day. We do have a reasonable forest down here, and Wildman has just... There must be something in the air around here, or in the water, because there's just pine forest popping up everywhere. So that one we're using, that one we're using, this one we haven't connected up yet. So we might do that with lorries as well, given we've already got the facilities at the rail hub there. So bring that up like that, connect it up, and then we'll go ahead and set up just probably just the one, because this isn't a great forest. You know, it's a bit slow. So you full load there, come down here, and then transfer, please. And you belong to that depot. Cool, bit of extra wood for our train here. 389 tons waiting, and you've got a capacity of 325. Yeah, I already knew about it. Beat you to it. I'm just that good. These road vehicles we can scrap. Goodbye, friends. Didn't know it existed, so not really going to miss it. Train 116 is getting old. No, but this is like its own, this is where everything started. Actually, this is probably a good candidate to be turned into a Blue Tiger. Are you making money? Yeah, you are. You're making 100 grand a year, which is chump change compared to some of our trains. But also, where are you loading? Hopefully here, because that iron ore mine closed down again. Thankfully, we got rid of the train there, though. Okay, good. Once you've unloaded, we'll send you to the depot. Da-da-da-da-da. And we will swap you out for a Tiger that is blue, or a DEAC 33C. I like Blue Tiger better, it sounds cooler. And we'll get you some new wagons as well, because I'm feeling generous. I'll get you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 3.5? How long is your station? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we can make it heaps. 280 tonne of iron ore. It's not a great producing? It's not a great production iron ore mine, but it'll do. Hopefully we can encourage it to ramp up if we put more wagons on, because that's how it works, right? Now you're loading, which means the other train has naffed off already. Oh, good. Off you go. Let's just ride along and see how you're doing. So far, you're not holding anyone up, which is a good thing. But, you know, I'm sure that'll all change. Train 147. Yeah, we've got to scrap you. Train 5 getting very old and urgently needs scrapping. Wood production decreases, don't care. What are you waiting for? Oh, him. What are you waiting for? Him. Fair enough, can't really argue with that logic. What are you doing? Breaking down. Good for you. Okay, I'm beginning to think we've got a bit of a logjam forming down at Hamburg. Also, we have a lot of passengers here. Where are they all trying to go? Most of them want to go via Utersen. Okay, which is up here, isn't it? Yes, okay. Where are they all trying to go? 1,530 want to go to Dissen am Tutteberger World. Oh, God, there's a lot of people here too. Makes me think we need to sort of buy more trains for this route or upgrade the trains we have. Let's go with the latter. Because again, got some fairly old trains running on this line and they're probably all coming due for replacement anyway. So what do we got? We've got 14 trains on this route. We just put you on this route and you're going to get knocked off again, I bet. What's your top speed? 201. Okay, so we're looking for something about 200 k's an hour so we don't have to get rid of these guys. And these other ones, the 181s, they're getting pretty old. What about the 11111s? I still got 10 years left in them. How about you? You got about 8 years left in you. Okay. And good thing we just bought new carriages for these guys because we're going to get rid of them. They're just too slow. They don't have the capacity. So what I want to do is build an entire fleet of new trains, and then we'll just salvage what we can from the old ones. You're the first candidate. You've got entirely old carriages as well. Let's just make you go away. You know, it's not personal. I love the BR110. Great engine. But you know, your time in the sun, it's past. So let's go with the 101. That's been a good egg so far. And let's go with 4.5 tiles of train. There we go. Off you go. Train 14's getting old. Okay. Where are you run? Where are you run? Where are you running? You are the Shortens line, I believe. Well, that's probably a good candidate for an ICE TD as well, really, when you think about it. Yeah, okay. How many of you are there and how many need replacing soon? What's your deal? 30 of 35, so you're getting old. 17 of 35, you're not that old. What about you? 17 of 35. Okay, so we might be able to get away with just buying a couple more diesels and just chucking them on there. Oh, you're a fast little sod, aren't you? Good for you. Yeah, big load of passengers too. I'm happy about that. Now we should have said don't share because we'll go ahead and give everyone the new set of orders. So we're going for 14. So you guys we're going to keep. So we're going to stop sharing. We're going to delete, and then we're really quickly going to set you up like that, and hopefully you can figure out where you're going. Same thing for you. Stop sharing, delete, and then share his orders instead. So yes, okay. So new bank at Essens. How exciting. Okay, so you guys all need to go to a depot. Preferably this one. Where's this one? Neubrandenburg. Let's find Neubrandenburg. There it is. Found it. Yes, good. Okay, so you're all going to go to the depot and stop, and we're going to go ahead and replace you all with 101s. The 111s and the 181s will keep, and the 110s will just sell for scrap because they're getting a bit long in the tooth. And then I imagine we can just redeploy the 111s and the 181s to our commuter lines where we are already using the 111s and the 181s. See, 111. Where's a 181? They're the ones with the mint green carriages. Good thing all our spare carriages are, down here. So we organised that well, didn't we? Let's just get rid of them. We've got plenty of carriages lying around. Yes, we've got a lot of spare carriages. Oh dear God. As I said, good thing they're all over here because they're completely useless to us there. Okay, so no, that's not where I wanted to go. I want to go over to this depot here. Oh, good, we've got trains already coming to the depot. So I'll keep these carriages, yes, and get rid of the rest of them. And now we want to go new vehicles, 101, and of course we want to stop sharing, delete, and we want you to share his orders instead. Better pin that just in case we accidentally close it. And now we need to buy a few new carriages for you as well. So a couple of mail vans, please, and then just a couple more passenger cars as well. Off you go. So you know what you're doing. Train 37. We'll get rid of all your carriages because we don't need them anymore. And we'll just go ahead and clone you. So that's a third one. I've already lost track of how many of these we have. We've got 5. What did I say we needed? We had 14. That's 2 of them. So we need to have a total of 14. We'll say to increase capacity, we'll go up to 16 because, that should, combined with the speed of the trains, that should help. So we've got another one coming into the depot here. Yeah, I don't really want to keep any of your carriages. Let's just get rid of all of them and go ahead and buy me another one of those, please. Still got plenty of money too, which is great. And we've got banks opening up bloody everywhere, so we might be able to set up a valuables train at some point too, because Neusterlitz now accepts valuables. And there's one at... Well, that couldn't be further away from the station if it tried, could it? Yeah, good for you. Yeah. Oh, hang on, it accepts valuables. So there's a valuables there, and there's a valuables here. Well, I think we need a valuables train, don't we? Let's just go with the 112, because I don't think the valuables carriage has a high speed on it. It has no speed on it. Okay, cool. Never mind. This is fine. So you, my friend, I want you to full load here. And then I want you to come over here, full load here, and then have a service. Actually, full load here might not be a good idea because then you only leave one platform open. No, I'm sure it's fine. Off you go. Now, you, my friend, we're going to keep. We're just going to get rid of your carriages, which means we're going to need to clone another one of these. Off you go. We may as well glue you together as well. You, again, we're going to keep you. So another one of you to replace him, please. Off you go. This is going a lot easier than expected. How many are we down to? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to go. So we may as well build them now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we wanted to increase capacity. So 7, 8. Fantastic. Now we've got to start them all manually, don't we? Because, yes, good. Now you get rid of your carriages and glue you onto that one. Start them to get rid of them. Start all these guys to get rid of them. Fantastic. So who are we waiting for now? Just this one. No, of course you're miles away. Why wouldn't you be? You reckon fracking stupid train. Maybe we can just cheat a little bit and send you there. Stop. Yes, that'll work. Although, hang on. Think about it. How's he going to get from that depot to pick up his new carriages? He's not. Yeah, you didn't think that through very well, did you? So let's just undo that. Back to service. Okay, so we'll just have to wait for him to show up at a depot and pay attention. Because, if we don't pay attention, it's all going to go wrong. So, 16 vehicles on this line up here. So that should help with that wasn't the station that had too many people. It was Hamburg. That should help with the capacity issue here. No, that's fine. Just thread your way through and block everything. I knew that would happen, and I love it. How are we doing down here at the forest, by the way? 927 tonne of wood. Clearly not having any problems with wood supply. What was your capacity, my friend? You can carry 570 tonnes. I'm going to do it. I'm going to build a third log train. It's happening. It's probably going to be a mistake, but I don't care because I've done it. Train O is waiting in depot. Yeah, it's fine. You guys are still waiting to leave. That's also fine. Cool. Train O. Good for Train O. So yeah, we're just waiting on these guys to go to the depot and then we will chop them up into little pieces of train. Cool. Now, what else do I want to do? I was going to try and put an ICE TD on this line, wasn't I? So that is 8 vehicles on this line, one of which is old and needs replacing. So yeah, let's go with 8 ICE TDs again. Let's see. We'll go to this depot here because we've got God knows how many spare carriages to use. And good. Okay, so we'll go ahead and drop in. Will that be enough carriages? 3.5. What's that? 4. Were I building them 4 tiles long? I think I was. I think it was 4 tiles long. Let's have a look. Show me by age. Yes. No, they're the ICE. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I was off by 1. You got to forgive me for that. No, don't. What are you putting it up there for? Put it there. Okay, I want you to... Where'd the other train go? Oh, no, that's a freight train. Okay, he's hiding in the depot. That's fine. Copy his orders. There you go. That's good. And so how many of those do we want? Let's get rid of this. We needed... Where is that train I was looking at? Yeah, you. We need... How many of you? We need 8. So let's go with 8 of these. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. and send them on their way as well. Yes, and it just occurred to me they're all going to get horribly lost because they're all going to come into this platform and turn around. So they're all going on a bit of an adventure because, yes, unless their first order is, no, it is go to Wolfsput. Okay, well, I've stuffed that up, haven't I? Let's just see how they figure out, because they're going to go from Wolfsput and then they want to go to Itzehoe. They might actually just be smart and go to the depot to turn around and then go down to Itzehoe that way. At least I hope that's what they do. In fact, I'm just going to get rid of all these spare carriages because I just don't see any use for them. We'll keep the local cars. We'll stick them on the back of the 111s and the 181s that we've got coming in up at, what's it called? The place that's up here. Neusterlitz. Neusterlitz? I want to say Neusterlitz. Completely off, it's Neubrandenburg. And we have 310 people waiting here. Where have all the trains gone? Come on, I built you more trains. Yes. Yeah, well, there's not 22 of them, obviously, because these ones are on the way out. But, you know. Oh, good, we can get rid of you. Goodbye. 21 trains. Obviously, they've all naffed off to the other end of the line. Decreases? No, you're brand new. Increase. Do better. More iron ore. You know, buy more trucks to offset your lack of will. Okay, so send them going. Good. Yes, okay, cool. How's this last BR111 going? Because I really want to get them all into the depot so we can transfer these guys back out again. So, station, trains. Okay, where is he? Yeah, you're the one I want to keep. I don't know why. You're only going to last another 8 years or so. But who knows? The game might not last that long. Train 32 can't find a path to continue. Why not? Oh, because he's waiting for a path to continue. No, that's fair. Fair. We'll have to whack in some sort of intermediate signal here. There we go. And some sort of intermediate signal here too, because we now have too many trains. So you've got a path. You're fine. You can come up to this signal here. You're now blocking the world trying to get through here. That's what we expected. And you guys are all queuing up trying to get out of the depot. Good work. How are you doing? You are 21 years old. Okay, so we don't have to replace you, but everything else is fair game. I do love watching this station in action, though. What are you doing? We haven't sent these guys to the depot yet. Okay, cool. Well, when you get back to Shortens, you can go to the depot and stop, and we will phase you all out of existence. Okay, so you're literally at the other end of the network. Good for you. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna send you to the depot now. Don't break down. Oh, for shit's sakes. Stop sharing and delete your orders, and I'd like to transfer you over to this depot. Off you go. You'll figure out how to get there. Now you, my friend, we're going to delete all of these, and we're going to go ahead and give you some nice new carriages. Good to see while he's in the depot, no one bothers to repaint the engine. So, you know, good work us. And we're going to send you out on his set of orders, which is you're joining 8 other trains. Good for you. And that's cool. We got a nice little mixed color scheme here. I like that. If I thought ahead, I probably could have swapped some of their carriages around, so it would have mixed them up even more. But what are you going to do? So that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. And now all we got to do is wait for our light engine movement to get over to Wolfsput, which is, by the way, where is? Hello. Oh, he's made it all over here already. Good for you. So we may as well just cruise along with this guy. Yes, there we go. Go for a ride. Apparently we turned all the other engines and they're all facing backwards because they've all got their headlights on. So good work, me. But yes, this BR111 is just going to tow these 3 181s over to Wolfsput, and we'll whack some more local carriages on them and send them up to supplement our other local services, even if we don't need them. Also, we really have to stop spending money because we are down 84 million this year. We spent 100 million euros on new trains. Oh, I really got to start being careful. This is why I like to reuse engines, because yeah, most of the time you get away with it. But as you can see, if we kept going, we could, in theory, bankrupt ourselves. I mean, we're still making a massive profit each year. What's our train running cost is 2.2 million, train income 24 million. So, you know, we wouldn't be bankrupt for long, but yeah, you gotta be careful. Got to be careful. You can't just keep buying things willy-nilly. These guys are still trying to get out of the depot. This is going swimmingly. But yes, we built a lot of new trains recently. Yeah, I think we've built all of these this episode. Maybe, were you guys last episode or this episode? I can't remember. But yes, built a lot of new trains. Oh, new bank at Heidi. Are you within range? You are. I'm seeing some sort of valuables train we could set up too. Because, yeah, Heidi accepts valuables. Didn't I see one was built down in Braunschweig? No, just a lot of passengers waiting. Okay. Where else did I see a bank being built? None of these towns. Maybe I'm imagining it. Was there one in Göttingen? There's one in Göttingen. Miles away from the station, though. But we can fix that by just shoehorning a bus stop in here. So, yes, Göttingen. There we go. Was there one at Wolfsbad? Valuables. Okay. I'm seeing a nice train we can use here. So we'll keep you guys spare. What we want is, let's build a 182 for this, because no, you don't want those carriages. Leave them alone. They're not for you. We do want to get you some nice armoured vans though. Let's go 4 tiles long, please. Yes, good. Okay, so we will set up to go. What's the train that runs down this way anyway? We need to find that train. So he would stop at Lerningen. That would be one of these guys. So if you could share their orders, except instead of carrying passengers, you're going to be carrying valuables between the banks. And now there's a bank at Buxtehude as well. God, we can set up valuables trains bloody everywhere. You guys nearly at the depot? You are. And see, look, they used that shortcut I said the log trains would use. They came through the local platforms. So, law of unintended consequences, I guess. Now, what are you doing? Oh, you're the valuables train. I literally just built you and I've already forgotten you exist. So good, you're going to sneak into the depot here. Excellent. And we can redistribute some local coaches onto these guys. So drop one up there. Oh, it's gotten a nice little repaint. Even though our company doesn't use that colour scheme anymore, the important thing is we've repainted the carriages into that colour scheme. So good work, us. So we'll go ahead and drop all these on here. Diddly-diddly-dee. Hopefully we have enough carriages. We have just enough. In fact, we have one extra. So, no, we don't. There we go. Now we're fine. So you, my friend, delete your orders. We've got to find lines that need supporting. So where are we running trains to? Up here. We've got heaps of trains coming up here. Yes, there's one. Okay, so you, my friend, share with them. Which one's this? There's now 10 of you. Fantastic. Off you go, my friend. Who else have we got up here? We've got these guys. How many of you do we have? 12. Okay, so we've probably got enough there. In fact, why don't we add you onto that one? That should be 11. No, that's shared. Yeah, 11. Good. Okay, and you as well. You can be 12. Good stuff. So send them on their way. And now the third chap, where are we going to send you? Because I like odd numbers. I mean, I like even numbers. I like numbers. Numbers are fun. Oh God, we've got quite a queue trying to get into the suburban platforms. Maybe adding more trains was not a good idea. Do we need to redesign Wolfbutt? Please say we don't need to redesign Wolfbutt. You know what? We could probably get the backlog down by putting some signals on this tunnel exit here. That should help things a little bit. Are they all log jamming trying to get down this bit of track here? They are, aren't they? Do we need to quad track this? Oh God, I think we do. Yes, because now we've moved the problem so they all queue up for their platform here instead of up here at the signal. So that's a slight improvement. Let's just send you down on the Mirau line because, yeah, why not? You can join your friends down there. And that's made an odd number, but I'm just going to pretend I don't notice it. Train 113 is waiting in depot. Oh, that's right. You're the ones we've replaced with the ICE TDs, so that's fine. Yes, I'm a bit wary. Oh no, the queue has dissipated and we don't have a queue on this track here, so that's fine. What are you waiting for? Oh, we never put a path signal in. That's why you were waiting. We'll go ahead and drop one in there. There we go. Train 94 waiting in depot. Goodbye, my friend. Yes, may you rust in peace. So you guys, yeah, I think we've gone ahead and shoehorned in too many suburban trains now. If it's not one thing, it's another. I do like this 111 in the nice red colour scheme though. It's nice to see we spared enough money to repaint one of them. You guys we can get rid of. Don't need you anymore. Train 168, we don't need you anymore. Look, we're building the bank balance up just through scrap value. So that's a thing we can do. But I think that's going to do us for today. We're getting really close to the end. We haven't invented the maglev yet, But yeah, it's not long to go now. I mean, we're up to 2008, so I figure this game will go to about 2015, 2020 maybe. I don't know. See how long we can take it before we get really bored. What are we looking at here? 129. Okay, you're also about 1,000 years old. Are we not replacing you with anything? Why not? What? Why? We are replacing you. Okay, well, that's fine. You're going to disappear soon. You're being replaced with the Ice TD. So all is well. But yes, so that's going to do us for today. Once again, I would like to thank you for watching. Thank you for your company. Hope you have enjoyed the episode. This has been Open TTD with the DBXL set. And as we push forward into the 21st century, we are slowly updating the fleet. Why are you losing money? Stop losing money. Slowly updating the fleet, and we will finally get there in the end, where we've gotten rid of all of the... let's sort this the other way. Gotten rid of all the clunky old green trains. I mean, you're probably 1,000 years old. You've still got 10 years left in you. Yes, we'll leave our mixed rolling stock days behind and move to a nice modern corporate image like this. Yeah, that's what you want to see more of. But more to come next week, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for your company. See you later. Later days. Did you just say 2 goodbyes? You said 2 goodbyes. You've just stuffed the ending up. Can you just... Okay, just work on it next time, okay? Just a bit of constructive feedback there. Just better endings, okay?